I'm gonna wait till I get a few people on here before I get started. So as you're coming in, let me know. I know it's kind of a late stream tonight, but I want to shave my head, and I thought, it's now. I will say this, just disclaimer. I don't have a lot, long hair right now. Um, I didn't really want to let it get long, right? For the simple fact of, if you're a head shaver, you know that with these head shavers, you're not supposed to have um, more than like a quarter inch of a hair, the length of a hair. Um, and if you have, you'll know why they say not to. And it's because simply, well, it can snag it and it can kind of clog up your head shaver, and it's just not that comfortable. So I try to shave my head like every 3 days, sometimes 2 days, sometimes 3 days. If I'm lazy, maybe every 4 days, but very unlikely unless I'm doing like a head shaver review, which, I mean, I don't do very many head shaver reviews anymore. I mean, I do. I've reviewed almost every head shaver out there. But now it's kind of like, if I'm going to make content on head shaving, uh, why not do like a comparison, right? And to see which head shavers work the best for me. And so that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to share with you guys um, today a couple of head shavers. Now, I've got tons of head shavers that I could do reviews on or comparisons. I've actually done some. I have one sitting here right now that, to be quite frank, you guys have probably seen this one, Freebird. It's not that good, in my opinion. It's just not. I mean, it just really isn't. So it's just sitting there. But welcome to the chat tonight, Luis. Good to see you. But tonight, I'm going to be shaving my head with two different head shavers. And we're going to see which one gets closer, which one's better. I already know which one's my favorite, but I want to share with you guys these two head shavers in action. All right, so we're going to talk about these. All right, so before we do, if you could hit that like button, I would appreciate it. Good to see you in here tonight. Got a lot of people. Hit up the chat. Let me know who you are. I'll give you a shout out as you're coming in. So as you're coming in, let me know who's in the chat. But see, right here, we've got the one that I love the most, talk about it the most, but it's kind of up there with this one. All right, I got a new head today on this one. Hey, I got a nice dome piece, bro. Nice weed taco. I told people what's going on. So right here, this is the new Brio Raze 2.0. If you've never seen it, pretty cool design. It's a lot different than the original, but I do have a new head, so wanted to share that with you. Now, the reason why I love this much, this Groomy Baldy Pro, I do have links for this to, well, I don't think you can save money with a link of mine. I don't even have a code for the Brio, or sorry, the Groomy, but I do have a link if you want to support the channel and you want to buy one. You can buy it through the link. It does give a little kickback, but I do have a code for the Brio Raze, by the way. That's MJB10, MJB10, and that saves 10%. So you're going to get this thing right here with a rinse tray, a cleaning system, a travel case, all of that for like 70 bucks. You could save 10%. So that'll save you some like tax or what's worth of tax on that. This one, I have a code too. I just dropped my replacement blades. This one, I have a code for this one too. I can't remember what it is, but I'll try to find it later and put it in the link. If you like the Vera Shave 2.0, I do have a backup, thank you, son, attachment here that I have not used yet. But we're going to talk about this, all right? Now, keep in mind, this does come with a cool, well, probably not. That goes with the hummingbird. I've got all kinds of head shavers here. So, but see why I like the Brio Raze so much. And I go back and forth between the Brio Raze and the Groomy Baldy Pros because they're almost identical when it comes to the head. The one thing that I love the most, the best about this one is, look at the head on this. It magnetizes, all right? I love that, all right? This one, it doesn't. It's just, it pops off, all right? And it snaps on, all right? So it's not like magnetized or nothing, but it does have its trade-offs. If you look underneath here, you'll see it does have a USB-C charging port, all right? I don't know if you can really see that a little bit, maybe. This one's got like a, proprietary charger, all right? So I don't like that, all right? If this had the charging deal on this one, it would be great. It'd be fantastic. If this one came with a charging case and it came with like a cleaning system like this one has, this one would be like, have all the bells and whistles and all that good stuff, but it doesn't. I will say that Groomy Baldy Pro, fantastic head shaver. I love it. I really don't care for the customer service just because it's a lot harder to get a hold of these people. I've never had really bad customer service with this company, but I've heard people have struggled sometimes when they get into a subscription to get that subscription cut off, or if they sign up for a subscription, didn't know they were doing it. Which I will say this, it always says on the website, you are subscribing to our blade system. That's how they make their money. Freebird's the same way. I heard somebody say, I got screwed over by Freebird. It's not true. You just got to read the fine print, guys. You got to know. You always have to read the fine print. Fantastic customer service with the Brio. All right. That's one of the reasons why I love Brio. This is the Beardscape version 2. I use this for my beard. I don't really trim my beard, but I sometimes take flyaways. I used to. I'm trying to let it grow out more. It does have cool travel locks on this. 1, 2, 3. And they have all travel locks on the Brios. So fantastic customer service. I don't think you're ever going to find a company that has as good of customer service as Brio. I'm just telling you right now, if you ever have any issues, they take care of you. So that's one of the things that's backing this thing up as opposed to this. Again, I can't really say personally myself that their customer service sucks that bad with this, because I've always had good ones, customer service experience, but it's just there. So, but this has nothing to do with this. This shave tonight has nothing to do with this. I just want to say that this one's one of my favorites, and this is why, because the shave is close, all right? So the Vera Shave 2.0, I did do a review on that not too long ago. Well, it was probably the beginning of the year, if I remember correctly. I unboxed it last year, like in fall. Kind of had a chance to check it out and use it for a little while. I think that the actual body of this head shaver is stinking sweet. I mean, you can't deny the head shaver on this. It does have a little charging dock here. Let me show you. Now this is also ran by USB-C, but if you look here, you put that USB-C charger cable in that, and this right here, those 3 little magnetic beads there would sit just kind of like on top like that, and it charges. So it's pretty cool. I like the idea, the design. This, you push that right there and you can see I have been charging this, by the way, so it's at 40%. All right, kind of cool. But most of these head shavers, if not all of them, probably all of them, are made in like China, designed here in the US. So here's the display on both of them. Notice on this one, it's got S1, it's 90%, 89, 88. So it's doing the same thing it did a while back on the charger. So that's one of those things that definitely want to check into and figure out why these Brios, and I've got the travel lock going on right now, but okay, there we go. So it kind of gave me a scare for a second, but we are at 81% on the battery, all right? But if you see right here, S2, S1, and S2, all right? So S1 is going to be like a faster RPM. S2 is going to slow it down. So if you have more Well, I don't know. Honestly, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't know if S1 would be more faster. So maybe if you have, um, what my guess would be, if you have like finer hair like me, like I have like thin hair on top. My hair's not coarse. I probably use S1. If your hair is more coarse, maybe S2. I don't know. Speed 2. I don't know. Maybe I'm completely backwards on that. I don't know. That's a good question. I need to check into that. Do you wet shave by prepping the skin with water and a small amount of shaving cream before? So when I do head shave, doing a wet shave, what I do, and I do have these things I wanted to share with you guys in this stream. Once or twice a week, I'll use an exfoliation cream, all right, or scrub. This is a pre-shave exfoliating scrub by Headblade, all right. It's on Amazon. You can get it on Headblade. Honestly, I probably wouldn't buy it on Headblade because I usually buy my stuff. If I don't go direct with the company, like these head shavers, I usually go direct because I get that warranty. You buy it on Amazon, you just don't know exactly what you're gonna. I'm just telling you, I've heard horror stories when it comes to like products like this. I just buy this on Amazon. I do have this linked in my Amazon storefront. If you're curious, a lot of people are trying to figure out where to find it. They also have a Head Slick mentholated shave cream. I don't really use shave creams. I don't. They're just too thick. But what I do use, somebody asked me earlier, and it's almost gone. You can see I use a lot of this. This is Tune 45 shave gel. Not very much money. You could pick this up on Amazon. It's got vitamin E, aloe vera in it, and it smells absolutely amazing. I love the smell of this, but I use this. This is what I use. All right, if I wet shave, I will put pre-shave oil on. I'll wait a few minutes and then I will put this on and I'm good to go. All right, so that is what I do when I wet shave. But today I'm not wet shaving. All right, I'm just gonna dry shave with two of these shavers and I'm gonna show you which one I like the most and I'm gonna show you why I like it, okay? So before I start, I'm gonna put some pre-shave oil on my head, all right? Let's see here. So one thing I did was, and I believe I meant to bring down my pre-shave oil, but you know what I did? I did. I forgot to bring it down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull some beard oil off of my shelf. By the way, I do make my own beard products. I mean, you can see right here, all of these right here, all of these BHT grooming, bunch of beard butters. So it's all hand poured by yours truly, using the best high premium quality ingredients and oils you can find. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use an oil, okay? And the oil that I'm going to use right here. Let's see here. Do I want to use that one or that one? I'm going to go with this one. Now, this is just a regular oil. All right. I'm just going to apply a little bit on my head here. All right. So let's see here. All right. So I'm just going to put a little bit of oil on this like this. All right. Using this one because I love the fresh scent to it. All right, this is going to be some eucalyptus, pepper, tea tree, peppermint, all that good stuff. All right, so I'll put some of that on, just like that. All right, you know, it's pretty much gone off my hands, and I just wait a couple seconds, probably about a minute, maybe a couple of minutes, not very long at all. So while I'm waiting, let's just talk. Let's talk about the differences. Brio came out with a Raze. What was it? The end of the summer of 2023, I believe. All right, loved it, fantastic. Have done several reviews on that thing, and it reminded me a lot of this one. It did not have the magnetic head, obviously, but it was like the shape of kind of like a mouse, a little bit fatter than this one. Loved it, fantastic, until the power button fell off. And then they came out with a new product, a new design, more like squared shaped, chiseled, and it comes with a cleaning system. If you push this button right here, it says CL, it cleans itself. And you can stick it in the rinse tray that comes with it, and you can see as it's kind of going through this process of cleaning these heads. I did a video on this, a tutorial how to do this. I'll link it at the end of this video, but you can see and listen to, I don't know if you can hear this, but you'll hear in a second, it'll like stop and it'll start like reversing, trying to really expel the hair trappings inside of it. So see that? And when it's submerged in the tray that has water in it, it really starts pulling off all those hairs. So it's really cool. I know that a lot of people can just clean these out themselves, but it's the idea to save time. You can do something else while your own head shaver is cleaning itself. So now that I have this on my head, the oil, I always put head shaving oil or some type of oil, pre-shave oil or beard oil if you're in a pinch on my head, because it actually softens the follicles before you shave. Sometimes I just shave dry completely. I usually try not to shave dry because there's more irritation that comes with that, especially back here. I don't know if you guys ever have any issues back here, but using a pre-shave oil and a good shaving gel and an aftershave moisturizer works fantastic. If you want to know a great head shaving moisturizer, man, I got to tell you, it's got to be the Cut Buddy. It's got to be the Cut Buddy. It's called the Bump Buddy, B-U-M-P Buddy. I told somebody about it the other day, and they said, man, I tried that, and it's been a lifesaver. It's completely changed my life when it comes to the razor burn. So, but that works out fantastic. So let's get started, all right? So here is the Brio Raze. I'm going to do it on this side, and then I'm going to do the Vera Shave 2.0 on this side. Before I do, let me just say one more thing. The only downfall I have for this, all right? The only downfall, and I love this thing. It feels good on the head. I'm not going to lie, but every one of these heads, you have to open every one of them individually. And I'm telling you, if you're like, when I'm in the shower doing this, it's hard to get these things cleaned out because they're just kind of like, you know, they're on hinges. And if you're not careful, these things can break. And you got, what is it, 7 of them. You got 7 of them you're trying to pull off. So all these open, and then the middle one you have to turn and pull off. And if you break one of these, the replacement is not cheap. For most of these cartridges, I'm just going to tell you, even the Brio, even the Groomy, all of these blades, they're going to be like $20, $25. Okay, so somewhere around there, kind of varies, but and that's where they make their most. That's where these head shavers these companies make their money. You know, they can mark down like this. I pushed this for a long time because I thought, dude, this is $30, and then I didn't realize it was $30 because they dropped it down from 70 because they tried to get you to do the subscription for the blades. You know, but it's okay because Freebird, they talk about their head shaver all the time. I thought I had the other one over here, but I don't. But they talk about their Freebird head shaver all the time. But they do that stuff. They say it's $29.99 or $95, marked down 70% or something like that. It's because they want you to buy their blades. That's the whole idea. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, Brio, they sell this out like $70. There's no gimmick, $70. You could save 10% with the code. You can buy it on Amazon. Again, you're better off probably buying it straight through the company because you have that direct contact with them. They see that you purchased from them and all that stuff. And so, You know, it's not going through Amazon trying to figure out how to get a hold of the company and all that good stuff and jazz. So, but that is the downfall that I have for this. Okay. This doesn't come with a travel case, nothing like that. So, you know, I can't remember the last time I checked the price on this. So I'll drop a link below where you can figure that out yourself later on. So let's get started. I'll start out with, let's do the Vera Shave first. Okay. So to get close enough where you can see, let's go right here. Again, no shaving gel. All right, I'm gonna look this way so I can see. I'm gonna turn this way a little bit so I can actually look in the mirror, see what I'm doing. So you can see maybe a contrast. So again, it feels really good on the head. It's really just snugging my head really nicely. I ain't gonna lie, it's doing a great job. A lot of times I have issues right here with shaving. It gets a lot coarser as it goes down to like my beard area. So a lot of head shavers have problems shaving this off right here. Okay, so we're gonna see how this one does. Very, very good job right here. See that? Look at that. That thing practically just knocked that thing right off. All right. And the nice thing about head shavers like this is you don't have to worry about nicks or cuts. You know, you can go as fast as you want to. I always go in a circular motion. That's one of the best advice or pro tips I can teach you. Go in circular motions when you use any head shaver, okay? Now, I made a video yesterday, if you didn't catch it. It was just kind of on the fly, but I was saying I use head shavers a lot, but once a week I started using like a razor. Um, and I talked about this thing right here, which is the Moto razor. And this is by the same company, that head blade. So I've been using that. I have it sitting right there in my shower. I just hit it in the shower, my head, after I'll use my head shavers a couple times during the week. I'll hit it maybe on the second or third one, and I'll just get that baby butt smooth shave. So again, circular motions. Getting ready for a trip, so I'm trying to make sure that my head and just my overall grooming stuff looks up to par and looking good. I'm a little anal sometimes when it comes to making sure going back over. Now I could have had this thing done like probably a minute ago, but a lot of times when I shave it real fast, I might have a little bit of peach fuzz up in here that I missed. All right, so okay, so right now, just so you know the battery, all right? I want you to see the battery because I'm trying to compare the two in the batteries. This one is now at 26%, all right? I think we started at, what was it, 40, was it 41%? So the battery life went down quite a bit on that one, all right? Now we're gonna do the Brio Raze 2.0, but before I do, not bad taking a break from recording. Hi, congrats on your first day. Hey, I'm working till 4 a.m. I'm not sure if I said what's up, Dave, but good to see you. So, Luis, did you start your new job already? So you can see this side, and I don't know if you can see the difference. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I don't know. Kind of get closer without falling into the camera. Am I in picture, son?
Yeah.
Can you see a difference?
A little bit this way.
Can you see a contrast difference? Okay, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Okay, so here's the deal. We're going to start on the right side, all right? Okay, so here is the Brio Raze 2.0. And I just want you to see 78%. 78%, all right? So we'll see if this battery gets drained down quite a bit, because a lot of people have issues with the battery on this thing. You know, Brio has addressed that you have to do certain thing to get it to recalibrate the battery, which is kind of weird. I don't know. I don't really have that issue ever with the Groomy Baldy Pro, but we're gonna see. All right, we're gonna see. Now I do, like I said, that thing knocked that side off really good when it came to this head shaver right here. All right, not an issue at all. All right, so this one was a lot faster. All right. Oh, and the battery life is at 70%. So, I mean, I can't even remember what I started out with. Was it 78? You can't remember either, huh? 78 or 80, I can't remember. If somebody remembers, let me know in the chat. But 70, I think it was 78 is what this started with when I first just did it. I think when I first turned it on, it was like at 80%. But anyways, 8%, but just so you know, all right, so yes, so Wolfstalker, what's up, man? Skull Shaver's great. I love Skull Shaver. I don't use them as much. I've got like the Palm Shaver, which was the made by Skull Shaver, the first one. I had the silver. I have the Pitbull Gold. I have the platinum. And I think that's it. I think that's all of them, except for the diamond. I'm not going to pay that much money for the diamond, but I don't use them as much. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have my son. You're probably wondering, what in the world is he up so late? We're going out of town, so everybody's packing, so he's in here hanging out with me real quick.